Oh, good baby. Alright, I'm back. Another one. Audio contact, unwashed hands. Incorrect! I did wash my hands this time. Oh, salt, another one. Let's go. Because you can't have clean play about clean hands. Even gamers can learn, folks. Rematch. Salty again. Alright. I don't really like a lot of my starting options here, but I think I'm gonna go for... I think I'm gonna go for this one. I don't usually like to start with Stormcallers, but I want Aerial Specialist. Speed Specialist on Salt, starting with the Marksman and the Mustangs. Just go like this. Arc Lights is pretty obvious from them, I think, or Crawlers of their own. I reckon I need Arc Lights of my own. First and foremost. Where do I want to place them? Always placing those arc lights ready on flank. Though remember, it does always make me really weak in the center to crawlers. I'm not really sure what I want to do about that in general. To be like a bit less weak to them. This is, like, I think, a reasonable start to your day. Luckily, no crawlers down the center or anything, just more marksmen. Immediate attack enhancement and defense enhancement for Salty, and marksman again, I think. Caitlin says, I wonder if it's better to display the fangs to the side instead of the arc lights. I used to do that, but then, like, literally, like, yesterday. But I kept finding that the fangs are too slow and would get into the fight race very slowly, so I try to center my fangs more now. Tendale says, out of curiosity, how bad are the recommended formations? I mean, I don't know, they're fine. I would never use them, like, without tweaks, but the general shape of them is, like, okay, I guess. Mass produced right now. Where did you go? Nothing yet. This is the first reinforcements. Increases crawlers attack by 80% and HP by 40%, but increases recruitment cost by 50. It's actually kind of an interesting option here. Or rhinos. I'm gonna go for improved crawler here. Enemy didn't get arc lights yet. So you can go like this. Not gonna go on flank, just gonna go as units. Biley says, I'm gonna call it. Salty will pick rhinos to rush on the Stormcallers and arc lights. Well, we'll see, won't we? You may be right. When I'm placing near my flanks, I always leave like a little bit of a border, or try to, so that if the enemy tries to flank with a direct counter to my unit, like let's say they put down a Vulcan here, just for instance, or an arc light, I can then next turn put like a big heavy unit here that it will draw the aggro more, so it just gives me options. So just some fangs in the middle of Mechanical Rage. We're going hard into fangs again. Like, that's one unit of fangs already getting the upgrade. Is this, like, bait to try and fake me into thinking that you're gonna go hard into fangs again? Or is this, like, just, like, a really aggressive love of that upgrade? Either way, the crawlers are gonna come in. This is really nice order of battle here, because the fangs soak up the fire, the arc lights get to work, killing the Mustangs, and then the crawlers come in while the Mustangs are busy with the arc lights and die, well, while after they die to them, and sweep through the enemy. This is like a really nicely working out order of battle here. I do not want to go too much heavier into crowds though, because I need to diversify a bit. I'm very like AoE-able right now, and I'm surprised that Salty hasn't AoE'd me yet. Tech upgrade. Extended range Stormcallers I feel like is pretty dope here. Go like win at range. with them. Because if you do go for more fangs, I kind of want to get the storms. I have AA, right? I have some. I don't have a ton of it. I kind of want to get the... Oh, I already have the storms. I was going to say I want to get storms earlier. I already have them. Perfect. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Okay, yeah, go for the extended range storms. And then because I'm air specialist, we can get some phoenixes, because we do need single target. The other thing I could do is stick to what I was saying of getting more, like, frontline. Maybe some sledges. I think just in general this turn would be a bit wiser. My frontline needs to be a bit tougher, you know what I mean? It needs a bit more to it. So let's give it a bit more. Definitely upgrade these arc lights. They're doing amazing, sweetie. Doing amazing. I don't want them in front. I want them behind, because otherwise the marksman aggro them too easy. Let me go like this then. Okay, we'll put out like a little tempo missile. So I'm gonna get orbital bombardment, which was gonna fuck me up this turn. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, big fucking me up this turn. Oh boy. And the missile. I'm in a lot of trouble with all that. Level 2 Fangs. Level out those Fangs early on. And, you know, this round's kind of a wash just getting orbital bombarded in general, I think. Unless these crawlers are oh, wow, never mind. I think my comp is just so good against Salty's units that it doesn't even matter. Wow. Whoo! I got my entire army's center orbital bombarded and a missile on the right to get my right flank, and I still won. I think it just goes to show how fucking good my comp is working here. Like, can you believe that? I can beat you with fucking a third of my army, apparently. That's very good. I'm very confident off of that. Tendale says, every unit you purchased that wasn't those crawlers was wasted money, yet those crawlers super strong. Salt says, goes to show how stupid my comp is. Salty, you're not listening to the stream while you fight me, are you? You wouldn't be doing that, would you? You are? Salty, have you considered that maybe you shouldn't do that? Because you know my strategy? So what? Have you considered maybe a good round is to not stream snipe me in the queue and then stream snipe me by listening to what I'm doing? It's clearly not helping. I think matters, folks. I think matters. What do I want here? I'm air specialist, wink wink, don't forget that. I'm pretty fucking good against everything you've got so far. So get ready against the things you don't have yet, I guess. Oh, hello. I need shields this round, I think. Place them, because expect to get shielded, so place them in like a position where the shield should be further back, which is exactly why Salty Salt should not be listening to me. I don't care, Salty. I don't want to play against people who are listening to me talk, because it makes me talk differently. Fuck, speaking of which, fuck! No, I'm not thinking, fuck. What am I buying? Fuck, ah! Fuck, I didn't shield. Ah! Fuck. No, Dad. I'm sorry I panicked. I was too busy talking. No shields for Salty, though. The napalm does kill my own crawlers on the right flank, but that's okay. It's kind of worth it for wiping out Salty's entire front line of fangs, I think. G and the G. When you're ahead, Artosis, get more ahead, took armor enhancement off them! No! No, this was all predicated on the armor enhancement. Fuck! Oh, I was gonna be immune to Mustangs. This is terrible. This is not good. Take it never. I already deaded. It's fine because we'll go like this. I'm gonna field look over these phoenixes. And we'll go, multi. And then we'll do these. Oh, this is terrible, this is terrible. Fuck, don't pull the fangs! If you pull the fangs over, we definitely lose. Fuck it. Is this second debt? There is no second debt. No, don't listen. Alright, well, we're throwing for fun and danger here. Okay, we only pulled one fang! It's okay. Maybe. MP carry! MP carry! You need to win because I didn't do anything good for the fang line in the middle because of this. So you need to hurry! We're in great danger. Actually, no, we're not. Arclight and Sledge Supremacy. Well, you got it, chat. You got your flank melting point. No, let me level. GG, Salt. Win by the strategic MP. Very strategic. I super thought I had armor enhancement to be like a dickhead here, but I didn't. Alright, guys, he says you didn't need anything with the fang lines in the middle because fangs are terrible. Fangs are good, just... not when my force is my own fangs, sledges, arclight, stormcallers. Not as good. GG. Fangs are good! Just not as your only unit. Okay, let's go for another one. Oh. Salt, no. I'm not gonna fight you all day, Salt. Come on. Stop hogging the stream. You may be generous, but I want to fight other people, Salt. Come on. Come on, Salt. Come on. You can't have a best of 5 on stream. You can't hog the stream. At least you can cancel this. In Blood Bowl, you can't. Sorry, we're gonna have to cancel matchmaking. Who is this? Lime. Salt's the only person playing. That's right, that's why Salt is gifting so many generous versions of this game to everyone else, because there's only me and Salt playing Mechabellum. It's Salt's ult. Well, yeah, because this person's gonna start spamming fangs, and I'll know. Crawlers and sledges, arclights and phoenixes, a quick supply, giant specialist crawlers and phoenixes. Speed specialist crawlers and sledges for me. Salty says, I'm 6 hours past my bedtime to play. Oh, thank you for the round, Salty. GG. No, you're not going to bed? You're too deep? Oh, you're just staying up? Sweet. Elite specialist for the enemy here. Marksman and sledges. I have speed crawlers and sledges. Speed crawlers are great against marksman, obviously. If they don't go arclights here, I don't know what they're doing. They would have to refund one of their sledges to get 2 arclights, so which means they can only get 1 level 2 arclight, which is really good for me. It kind of makes me want to like just bias really hard on one side to overload elite specialist. And then just get some marksmen of my own, I think, for the rest of the crap they're gonna have. But yeah, I kind of just want to like go really fucking hard on one side, I feel like. With the crawlers. We'll see if it works out for me. It might just be a throw against Elite Specialist. We shall see, you know? I think with that in mind, I will go for... bias the marksman on the right then. Are there storms he has? No, there's sledges and marksmen. We could just bum rush one side. Would a forward deployment make more sense? I don't think so. I don't think it's necessary here. So they end up going 1 level 2 marksman, no arc lights at all. Well, it just goes to show, folks, sometimes I have no idea what the fuck the enemy is doing. And sometimes that catches me. We'll see, I mean, oh god, like the sledges are gonna do some damage to the crawlers there. But now the crawlers get in and hopefully overwhelm. Arakasi says, I think they assume the sledges would be enough. Yeah, that's... No. It isn't. Especially not without the column sledge formation that we talked about. If they had column sledges, they might have actually been able to do it. Give me Vulcan counter now. You reckon Obsidian in round 2? You think it's the elite specialist Vulcan counter in round 2? Hell yeah! Some Mustangs here could be kind of cute. Obsidian says, oh wait, elite, whoops. Also round 2, but hey. I love the extended range arc light for whatever they might try to build later, but maybe just keep the pressure on with like more units than them by going subsidized Mustangs. Because I also need some more AA on both sides, and then we can upgrade these little bitches here. Perfect. Now, Mustangs are not good against sledges, but I'm already beating them, so if they keep doing the exact same shit to me constantly, they're probably gonna fucking lose, like if they just build more marksmen and sledges and shit. And if they build like a crowd unit, the Mustangs will help against that. It also helps against future air problems, which, you know, can always be a little problem. Okay, they've bought a couple of arc lights this round, and they've also put in some, like... missile here to kill my sledges, which will be a big problem on the right. It will. The Mustangs can be like backup tanks here for a second, as long as the enemy marksmen don't kill mine, which I think they might. Nope, they get aggroed onto the Mustangs. Perfect. Having all the crawlers on one side does mean arc lights are a pretty easy stomp to me here, though. Like finally getting the arc lights now, especially with my Mustangs, fucks me up pretty good. But that's okay. It's all right. Now let's go air. I think Phoenixes. The field is perfectly primed for some Phoenixes. Get that for later. You're not dead? No, no debt, no debt, no debt. No debt. These gamers need to be far enough back. That they are not getting, marksmen too quickly. It's probably like back here. Let's like split it so one of the Phoenixes goes right and then 3 left. So that's 3 marksmen right, 3 marksmen left essentially. And then because that was such a cute move from them that won them the round pretty handily, let's do the exact same thing they just did to me, back to them. They're getting their elite units out, so we can't afford to fall behind. Yes, it is fun when you do that again to my sledge line. I'm gonna do it to yours. Though you have more sledges. Going harder into them. I don't have enough frontline here. I think I need more frontline. More arc lights. I thought you'd double down on the crawlers. Yeah, I mean, of course. If you're scared of the thing in front of you, it's naturally human to be like, oh god, kill that thing. But of course I'm not going to go into more crawlers because, yeah, it just makes you super... I'm already super swarmable. Already last round getting the Mustangs maybe too counterable by arc lights and swarm killing. Phoenixes is nice here. It gets me some marksman twins, so it buffs up my lack of single target damage. Also gives me some air units, which is always nice because arc lights until you get the upgrade are all ground, so are sledges, which is the two things they're super strong in. Ooh-ah, 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 ooh-ah. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ooh-ah. Double health balls, I think, is the big gamer move because I wanted more frontline. This provides it in a sexy way. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ooh-ah. I'm speed specialist too. So this is even better. I need to upgrade my 2271 6528 2271 2271 times 3. I am 3-shotting them. An upgrade will not... An upgrade will let me 2-shot them. That's probably more worth it. You could say the same for just going upgrade though, or maybe even just fucking missiling you again, honestly. What did I buy again? Balls. Yeah, you can't just like missile my entire front line this time now. Not anymore. I want to upgrade here. I don't think Elite Specialist can keep missiling me that hard, you know what I mean? So I think we go like this. Hey, actually, better idea. Have these balls take some heat off the crawlers for a second. Even better idea, I think. And then just put you all here. Okay, there we go. Provide a bit of a screen for the crawlers for a second. They didn't missile me because they're Elite Specialists. They can't keep missiling me every round if they want to keep up in units. They're just getting more of the same 3 here. I think my composition is pretty decent still. They've got really high-level arc lights. See, they've opted to go for the anti-aircraft ammunition, but that's so expensive as a second upgrade when I only have 4 Phoenixes. And isn't even that good against level 2 Phoenixes, so I think that's like a wrong choice there, as we're like, oh no, air units! Click button! I think that's a bit of a panic. And because they're Elite Specialists, we don't have to worry about as many of those missiles or shields from them because they're so economically pressured. Let's keep it up. Swarm Emmy, yeah, I'd like to. With, ooh, mass-produced rhinos. You haven't been allowed to go that hard into marksman. Getting a whole, like, line of rhinos here could actually be pretty kind of nice. And then upgrade my marksman. Triple rhino. Maybe even one on the flank. No, I think just go frontline. Get my upgrades this turn that I didn't get last time. Please, please. Thank you, thank you. Currency Cat says the rhinos need a lot of tech to not get countered. I'm not sure I like them. It's not about them getting countered. I don't think. Is there a chance for another rematch? No, Salt, go to sleep. Best of 3 over. Practice in the garage before you return to my stream for another match throughout the weekend. Vidax says, I would say just add 2 ranks of Stormcalls, it'll solve everything. I mean, it usually does. They don't have any Mustangs, so that's a good call too. I want a tech here. What tech do I want? Maybe the cheap wreckage recycling one gets a lot of value here. Are there any other, like, cheap techs I can get here? No. Is the answer. There aren't a lot of techs I really want here. 1-1. Oh yeah, I should get 1-1. I should get shields too, you're right. Yeah, Salty training montage, that's right, Salty. So we got the extra boof now of the 3 rhinos coming in. They are like lower statted rhinos for their halved cost, but I think it's still very worth it. Yeah, I should go tower upgrades, you're probably right. The rhinos come in. Tie up those sledges pretty nicely for a second there. This one that's allowed to actually get its healing going works even better because they're Elite Specialists, so it's going to eat even more health off of them, which is really nice. Just a massacre, that's what we like to see. A big old slaughter. Especially after yesterday where I lost so much. It's good to open the day with like 4 good wins today. Oh, yeah, I can never resist this shit. Not when it's stacked already. Don't double down on the rhinos. Triple balls of damage share, you reckon, Sammy? Yeah, they don't have any lasers. It could be a really nice, like, show up. How much AA do I have? I have Mustangs, thank God. I have a pretty decent amount of AA. Not as much as I could have, but with the Phoenixes, Marksmen, and Mustangs, I have a decent amount. You can't triple them now? Not unless I debt. Armor the Rhinos would work. No, let's not do that. Let's do... I do like Sammy's idea here of the cheap damage sharing upgrade. Damage sharing on the balls. I want to place these ones where they're not, like, the ones taking the most aggro because they'll die first, unfortunately. Well, they will anyway because it's damage sharing. Doesn't matter. Get free units. And high mobility, get even more speed for this round. Quick! Run! Run from the EMP! Okay, it's just EMP, it's fine. I don't know why they even bothered. Does it turn off their wreckage recycling for the whole... I don't know. Anyway, you know what time it is!
Balls.
Now the balls come in. We got the hacker here with barrier, but I don't think it's going to be quite enough what they need. Definitely way better on the right against me. But not enough. I think that's it. GG. Get him out of here. Yeah, that was like the pitfalls of Elite Specialists there. Also, it wasn't even Elite Specialist's fault, it's just they were like not imaginative in how they played against me. Like, they doubled down on arc lights, thinking I would go harder on the swarms, or just to deal with the swarm, honestly, I guess. No, they already beat it, so I don't know why. And then, yeah, it just always felt like they were always responding to the thing I had sitting in front of them, not the thing I'm about to place, you know what I mean? Like, they were always reacting to me, and they were never getting ready for what's to come. The upgrades in their arcs? I didn't even look. Did they go for a third upgrade? I didn't even see. That person just dodged me. I'm too much of a baby. They had 2 items on them. It's Darebillions! Mr. Darebillions, Mr. or Mrs. or NB Darebillions, hello. Finest failure. Let's see if this is my finest failure. It's Arvius, yeah, it's an average tab enjoyer. Beagle, how are your various animals? Have they eaten anything expensive lately? They're trying to, but I'm hoping they're okay. Comp. I like Giants, Marksman, Sledge here. I'm actually picking today less off of the commander and more on the starting composition, because I think not starting with a strong composition can really fuck you for the whole game. So we're gonna do some fangs here. One day you'll see recommended formations Beagle Rush in here, I swear. One day I'll figure it out. Let's go column in case they do crawlers. Marksman. 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 And I want fangs of my own, I think. Even though they're not good against the arc lights in a vacuum. They're great against the phoenixes, and covered by the sledges, right? They should do a lot of good work. And just kind of ram out my force better. So I'm actually going to put the fangs behind, so that they hopefully come in after the arc lights are downed by the marksman. I can only hope. I can only hope that's how it actually works out, you know? Because I don't know where the enemy's deploying yet. It's Black Tide says, I heard this economy aspect of this game. How does that work? You can go into debt, basically. You can lose 300 supplies next turn to get 200 for free now. Well, not for free, to get 200 extra now. So enemy buys just a unit of sledges. What was their specialist, even? Were they supply specialist? Interesting pickup. So the idea here is that hopefully I kill the arc lights by tanking of the sledges and the marksmen before the arc lights can kill my fangs, and the fangs carry the fight against the phoenixes easily later. Though in this case, I'm just gonna like win with marksmen largely before the fight's even done. No, that's not true. We needed the fangs here. They're saving weird. No, they're not. They bought sledges, didn't they? Or did they already have sledges? No, they started with arc lights and phoenixes. They didn't save. They bought sledges, which is 250 coin. Yeah, they have supply specialists, so they just use their 50 extra to unlock sledges and went immediately for them. They're not saving at all. They just wanted instant sledges. Nano repair. What am I? Giants. Yeah, nano repair. Keep our upgrades going right straight away. I wouldn't go more into fangs, just keep the reserve fangs here for the after fight with the phoenixes. But we do want more like fuck you power, like more marksman. I think this round is going to be the fun thing. Next round, I am Giant Specialist, so I can maybe get away with like a really early Giant with a Nano Repair to carry a lot of early rounds, but we'll see. We'll see if I can actually get away with that, you know. Easy flank Nano Repair hacker. Yeah. Yeah, man, yeah. 3,267 damage on a Phoenix. 3,264 health on a Sledge. Here's where the breakpoints matter. If I get Defense Enhancement, I push the Sledgehammer's health up to 3,753, which means the Phoenixes can no longer one-shot me. So it's value here of that extra 100 I've laying around, you know? Big value. Now they go for more Sledges. This person is so invested in the Sledges early on that I would not be surprised if it's like their plan and they go for like damage sharing in a second. So if I get a Giant out, getting like a Melting Point could be really funny. But like a Fortress would be like more normal and would also be good against that. Especially if they don't manage to level these Sledges. Again, the Fangs are aiming to be coming in after most of the crowd clear is gone. Not happening so much on the right, but still enough of them left to tie up these Phoenixes, which is exactly what we need to make sure we handily win against them. Yeah, I think Fortress is more flexible in this situation too, Bieg. I agree. Oh, they have range enhancement on those Phoenixes, that might be why. Ooh, I like this for later. I like this for later considerably. Ooh, level 5 crawlers, though. Ochi mama. It's against Sledges and Arclights, though. It makes no sense. But I think just get the upgrade module for Giants. Now I can get a Molding Pot. Or a Fort. I think a Molding Pot with... I think a Fort. I think like a center fort. With Nano Repair Kit. Now they're gonna level 5 crawl you. They might, yeah. I mean, I have some anti-crowd, but not enough. I think just in case they get fresh from me on the sides, let's just do this. I don't want the Phoenixes to aggro onto you. This is good. They're not. They're aggroing onto the Sledges instead. You go slower, so we're all good. Okay. Let's get it on. No, level 5... No, level 5 crawlers and then but at the back. This is a bit scary, but I've set up the column Sledges to Ripple Fire this. Hopefully the Sledges aggro onto the crawlers first and wipe them out for me. See the Ripple Fire in action here, where each Sledge won't waste their shots. They will attack individual crawlers rather than doubling up their shots. So they're way more effective against the crawlers here, which probably buys me a lot of value here. Because those level 5 crawlers are really scary. I'm barely going to be able to stop them still. Very scary about a dedicated anti-crowd here. You know, still one left there. Ouchies. I think I lose here just to them. I think a pair of Vulcans on the sides now are good against Sledges. Stop any more Crawler Swarm shenanigans before it gets out of hand. It is a bit of like a reaction, which I never like to do. But I need something, and my overall force is pretty balanced, and I am Giant Specialist, so it's an easy unlock. The only thing I don't like about it here is it doesn't let me upgrade. Maybe don't do 2 Vulcans. I can still get this for later, which I like. Maybe instead of Vulcans, just go Arclights this turn. Just so I can afford more shit. Like, I really don't want to fall behind on upgrades. That's important in this Sledge fight in the middle. Don't get distracted from the power of that. Ooh, this is nice. This is cheap and nice here. Because those Phoenixes are carrying from behind, but this will deal with them because it won't get stuck on the front line. And then we can get some Arclights. Which I think is the big go here. What about 2 more Sledges? I could have got 2 more Sledges too. Yeah, that's true. How many X is cheap? It doesn't help me against Crawlers. Crawlers have way more damage than that. Doesn't actually help me. What if it's a ton of damage? Yeah, crawlers, Sammy. Do you not know that crawlers do damage? That's like their thing. That's what they do. They do damage. It's like kind of how they work, Sammy. They do a lot of damage. I think I should have invested just in more missiles or arc lights here in case they just go harder into crawlers. Oh no, immediately vindicated on a shield, actually. Now let's see that anti-air barrage do some work here, please. Please take out those phoenixes. Okay, this is what I hate about anti-air barrage, is sometimes it just seems to fucking do nothing. Like this. Like it just misses them, I think. Yeah, like it just has problem like winding up when they're moving, I think. It gets one of them, but I really wanted to get another one off before the unit died, which I don't get to do here. Oh, I do! Nice, nice, nice! Yes, this is Spurgeon like Stormkiller missiles, yeah. I thought that was their units for a second, I was scared. I think I'm gonna win here, though. I got my second line fangs, got sledges, we get a bit bloodied. Oh, no! No! No, the range! Ah, shit. The big problem here is my fucking good AA is walking away from my fucking formation. No, the fangs are going over too. Good. Okay, we should win because the fangs are gonna tank. Need some AoE behind the fortress getting crawlers swarmed. I think now, if we can afford it, we go for those Vulcans. Tasty, tasty. Did I get mass-produced Phoenix for later? Yeah, I did, and I should get that when I can afford to. But I do think the crawlers are too much trouble here. We're about to level up the arc lights, though. Get this just in general. I love it. Even though I don't have any air units yet. Upgrade whenever we can. Upgrade complete. I think just like one big baby in the middle to cover the fortress helps. Oh, I should have put this on the fucking fortress. I'm so damn stupid. This is why I bought it. Oh no, I have nano repair on you. No, I'm not. Never mind. I'm not stupid. Just don't let me upgrade another giant without putting this on them. So let's just says, came here from your YouTube videos. Thanks for making content on the game. Ah, I'm running another one right now. I'm glad you're enjoying. Thank you. Thank you for enjoying them. Thank you. Shields for the tower. I think just like more anti-crowd. In general. More arcs. If I had the money, I'm tempted to debt here. But I won't. But I am tempted to debt here. I do want to keep the Vulcan in the center with the fortress. Yes, please. They actually have the same range, which I wouldn't have expected, but there you go. Let's just use... Instead of going to the debt to win a round, let's use a missile, which is cheaper to win a round, I think. Like a missile... right about there. Doesn't get the arc light, which I wanted. Shame. More level 5 crawlers now. The Vulcan is good to have, but the arc lights won't be enough on the side, so I could lose from getting my tower sniped, I think. Heavy into the crawlers now with Burrow. Oh, that acid is still there? Oh, shit. The acid lasts 2 rounds, I guess. That's also not good. Oh, I do take care of the crawlers on the sides, though, because I have, like, lots of really good units. Oh, the flank missiles! Oh, it's the flank missiles! Nice! Saved me on the round here, I think, because otherwise I would have been fucked. I wondered why I wiped those crawlers so easy. It's because the flank missiles immunized me against that. That's awesome. Well, they were for crawlers when we predicted they would take the crawlers, but not like that. Why walk through the assets of Space Cowboy? Yeah, it's an auto battle, that's right. So once... Oh god, I'm gonna lose to towers. Once you're playing, you can't, like, give orders. I'm gonna lose just to fucking... this. Because I keep getting that tower. You just placed the Vulcan? No, I just forgot. I just forgot that acid was 2 rounds. It's just me being dumb. When you said why walk through the acid, I wasn't sure what you meant, yeah. No, there was no reason to spawn on the acid. I'm just dumb. I just forgot. Just a bit of a Dumbo is what I am. Do you get paid more for a round win? Well, you don't get paid anything for winning or losing, no. That's too expensive right now. The rounds are going pretty long, so Production factory might be good. Upgrades, upgrades. 100% definitely get these upgrades. Yeah, the advantage of winning is you get more kill XP, that's true, yeah. I do feel like going just Vulcans on either side is a bit of a, like, big reaction, but I also think it's, like, worth it here. I can't afford to. I can only go Vulcans on one side. Which has more arc lights. Like, I just worry because I am making myself, like, very brittle against everything else they could do. To just go nothing but Vulcans is, like, kind of a large overreaction is what I'm saying. But I keep losing the right tower, don't I? Yeah. So put the Vulcan over here. Put, tank production line on them. For even more Tonka. And then maybe just get more Phoenixes. Start getting my mass-produced Phoenixes going. To not, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, you know? I don't want to do that. Let me go this back. No, I think, like, it's actually good here because the level 5 crawlers are just, like, horrifying. Like, something has to be done about them, you know? Don't do that, they'll kill ya. So they get an Overlord, which is why I didn't want to go full into Vulcans. I do have Marksman and now Phoenixes for this. I sort of left for the level 5 crawlers. I probably should have, yeah. Oh, especially with only one arc light. Fuck, I'm gonna lose to that really hard. Maybe, yeah. Not as hard as you'd think, actually. The crawlers are still timing up hugely, though, and that Overlord's gonna get my tower, I think, which is never good. It's a level 2 Overlord, and it's gonna get the level even more off this. It's never good. It's just the Overlord and the Phoenixes left, though, so if we can tank long enough for the Phoenixes to kill everything, we're okay. Oh, no. We can't. Why level 5 Crawler's so good? Because Crawlers are an incredibly good unit if they don't instantly die. Crawlers are way more damage than people realize. When they're not just used as chaff, they're very damaging. They're very good units. They have, like, the awesome stats. Someone says, no, but this time Vulcan is the right pick. I mean, in the videos I'm putting out this morning, they are. Like, Vulcan's not a bad unit. Have they got chin guns to pick? They do not have the chin guns upgrade, which is cool. It means their overlords cannot directly counter my giants. MP is... It's not time for MP yet. It is soon, when this overlord hits level 3 after this round. But right now, the big thing I think is more, I just gotta stop these crawlers. So another Vulcan on the left, but then don't just do the Vulcan. Then we also need to do, like, more Phoenixes, I think. And probably range them. So do this. Get another Vulcan just to round out on the left. And then what we desperately need is more Phoenixes, I think. Very cheap, good Phoenix stuff going is what we need. Level 2 Phoenix? Maybe, yeah. Elitem, yeah, I think you're right. I think you're definitely right on that. Put him on the side of the Overlord. I really want to get range specialist. I can't afford it this round, but I can just get, like, enhanced range in general for this turn. And then I'm just gonna get this for the center, I guess. Ion Beam, not nice unless my Fortress steps out of it. Maybe. I think my Fortress is going to step out of it. Yeah, okay, actually, eat shit. Fortress is way too tanky to give a fuck. The Vulcan will die to it, which isn't great. I really need extra range on those Phoenixes. Remember, we have the plus 15 for right now. Yeah, you need those Vulcans for these level 5 crawlers. Such a strong card. I need more single target damage now, you know? Like, the Vulcans are a big answer to all those crawlers. Now we just really need more Phoenixes. Look at the work of the Nano Repair Beam, the Nano Repair Kit in the middle. Get that fucking Overlord! Yes! The Nano Repair Kit on the level 3 Fortress is just fucking huge. Does not give a fuck. Very Mech Warrior soundtrack appropriate right now. Oh yeah. That fortress is my linchpin. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. More phoenixes. Definitely more phoenixes. Ooh, increased range on Melting Pot. Also really nice for later. But for right now, phoenixes. Because I need to upgrade everything. I probably need to give phoenixes enhanced range, I think, once I'm done upgrading everyone. Probably enough money for it. No, I don't, because I need phoenixes. Especially if I'm going to go elite on them, I need the phoenixes. I think this is a debt round. And plus range round again. And a missile in the center. I'm never going to use this damn thing. I should have just put it on one of the phoenixes in the end. Just loads of phoenixes, you know? That's what we're doing here. Money, money, money. Loads of money, money, money. Right, let's do up the house. They're gonna acid me again. Oh no. You didn't spend the enhancement module? I know. So there's the MPs. Oh, there's no screen in front of the fortress. Really bad news for me. I needed some fangs in front of that fortress. Would have helped a lot here. That's an immediate plus range one too, yeah. You can see how much I was relying on the fortress to tank for me. I need fangs in the center. I think I just lose now, actually. Never mind. I think I'm just dead. I should have seen that coming and put, like, fangs in the middle. Would have won me this round again. But I think that's just GG. They have too many giants. It's too late in the game. I'm pretty sure I'm just dead. Yeah. GG. Yeah, so I just needed to recognize that the fortress was vulnerable to that. The fortress was not being targeted by marksmen and phoenixes and shit in the center because of the sledges moving up in time. But forward deployed plus range MPs just got onto it too quick. Just a simple unit of I'm surprised I didn't even missile this, because just a simple unit of fangs here would have won me the round, I think. Yeah, just a single line there. Yeah, it's because the late rounds were on a knife edge, that's right. You have so much money. You have so much money that you can just lose in one round when you get, like, round 7+. And you have so much money that big things can come out like this and swing really largely. But range MP definitely the right choice there, and I really should have just thought of this. And thought, okay, that unit in the middle is doing a lot for me. They're going to want to take it out. Especially the nano repair. So just like some more shit in front of it would have been great. Arakasi says, invested too much in reacting to their crawls without investing enough in your own game plan, and you mid-round did it on parity again. I don't really agree with that, Arakasi. Like, I did it, I think, like, once before the final round, obviously. I did it, like, once in the middle, I'm pretty sure. And I don't think I overreacted on countering crawlers at all. These are level 5 crawlers. They have 1500 health and 720 damage. These are insanely fucking hard to kill. I tried to not get Vulcans for them. I did. You'll notice I tried to get Arc Lights. They were not enough. You understand? Like, I know what you're saying. I get it. But, like, something had to be done about the crawlers because they were tying up my force every match until the Vulcans came out. They're just incredibly strong, okay? Like, something had to be done about them. And I think the Vulcans did fine against them. They were fine. I think the issue, like, was just not screening the fortress. Just not... I think I didn't recognize, like, how much the fortress was doing for me until, like, the round before this one. And that's when I should have really realized, oh, that fortress is, like, the only thing left on my army. I should really screen it better. But instead I just went for more Phoenixes because I was, like, thinking about the Overlords. It wasn't the Crawlers I overreacted to, I think it was the Overlord. I think I was more like, well, I need more single target damage anyway. It's good against everything in their army. And it wasn't that much of an overreaction. It's just on a knife's edge where, like, if I had bought one less Phoenix and put one Fang in front, that's all we needed, one Fang. Arakasi says, I still get that. I get that, but I still feel it was too much of an investment that left you weak to other stuff. They didn't have to invest much into those Crawlers, and they got a huge econ advantage for it. I don't know what else you do there, maybe just more arcs. Okay, but, like, these aren't 100. These are 100 cost for crawlers, and then it goes 50 for level 2, 50 for 3, so 200. Those are 300 cost, these crawlers, you understand? Like, when you say they didn't have to invest much in it, these are 300 cost crawlers, which I am then countering 600 worth of crawlers with one 400 cost Vulcan. Do you understand? Do you understand? So, that's why it's not quite as simple as you're saying it. It's not like, oh, he bought 200 units of crawlers and tied me up for the whole game. No, like, this is 600 worth of crawlers, like, plus the Subterranean Blitz. Subterranean Blitz makes it even harder for the Arclights to do anything, because now they're not taking damage until they're right up close and already wiping through your line with 700, not 720, yeah. No, yeah, 720 attack damage per hit. So, like, Arclight says, I see my bad. I see it was my city crawls and the ability card. No, yeah, but you buy them. That card doesn't give you any for free. You buy them. It lets you recruit them. But yeah, like, I think we were doing fine. Like, I think... I always love to hear chat, like, saying what they think about my play. But I think in this case, don't get too, like, wound up on what happened there. Because, like, also, we were doing fine of the comp. Except for this one problem where I just did not recognize this fortress was carrying me so hard. And I should have recognized that. I should have realized in that round, I was literally watching them, but I was too busy as a streamer going like, heh, cool MechWarrior soundtrack of the Fortress. That's where my brain should have been ticking and going, hang on, this is like the only unit I have left. You know what I mean? Like, hang on, there's a problem here. And that's when Fang's, even Fang Factory, even Fang Summoning would have been good. But that's when I needed like some Fangs, like Fang, backline Fang. Just make sure it doesn't get melting pointed. But I didn't think that. Yeah. Slothboy says you did call it your linchpin like 2 rounds before. Yeah, and I did. And I was saying it in the way of like, yo, isn't that cool? This unit's really strong for me. Not thinking like, this unit's really cool. They're gonna take it away from me. Steel Lion says, arguably just buying a 50 cost missile every turn to deal with the crawlers would be cost effective considering how expensive they are. Yes, but you can also, like, you know, then other things can happen, like you place the missile, they, you know, it gets one horde of crawlers but not the other. I think there's a lot of backseating you can do here, but I would warn chat to not get too far into backseating here, just because I think maybe it's not even me hyper-focused on the crawlers, I think maybe it's chat that's hyper-focusing on the crawlers and the Vulcans. I think they did fine against each other. Alright, let's do another one. Ozymandias says, the decision I came to earlier is that arcs can't counter crawlers. Well, they can. Again, I want to warn you all to, like, not look at that round and, like, start backseating yourselves into thinking things that are not true. Like, Arclights are fucking great against crawlers. It's just that when you have level 1 Arclights versus level 5 crawlers and there's 4 of them overwhelming you, you need more than just a couple level 1 Arclights. Steel Lion says, sure, but then you just don't buy the next round. You've only invested 50 or 100 bucks in them, but I get it. What do you mean you don't just buy the next round? What do you do about the crawlers next round then, Steel Lion? You said buy the missiles every turn. What do you mean? Let's see here. I don't mind the starting comp here of Supply Specialist plus Crawler or Sledge. Let's do it. Marksman, Reinforcement, Sledges, Arcs, and Marksman. Banzer says I would simply not die to Crawlers. Thank you, I think that's like the best commentary you can give on the round. I'm doing a lot of column Sledges today. Definitely want Marksman. You generally just say no to Crawlers. I mean, I made a video about that, right? We joke, but... just say no to Crawlers, exactly. Are crawlers the new drugs? What are you talking about? Yeah, Arcasi, like that's why even as I was saying getting the Vulcans, I'm like, oh, I don't like going this hard into Vulcans because it's such a like knee-jerk, oh my god, I'm just buying a giant unit to stop that one thing. But I tried with the Arclights, it didn't work, and I was like, fuck, I haven't really got much of a choice. I'm giant specialist, so I get them cheaper. You know what I mean? In the end, I think it's all I could really do in a lot of cases, in a lot of ways. Let's go for an early missile to try and stop losing to the early... fuck. I want you to come forward, actually, and try to screen for the crawlers a bit better. That's too far forward. Ah! And my marksman too far back, whatever. Mike, I'm fucked. I'm completely fucked. They just... Their comp is gonna fuck mine really, really savagely. The crawlers are going to die really hard to the arc lights and sledges, and they have more marksmen than me. The only hope here is, like, my sledges have aggroed their sledges enough that they don't kill my crawlers, but the arc lights still just wipe them. Not so much on the right. It might have worked better on the right, I think. Yeah, actually, it's worked better over here. Yo, get that tower and anything could happen. Get the tower! Quick, before they kill my marksman! No! Okay, get their tower first. Anything could happen if I get the tower first. Now I turn around, I kill you, I win. Nice. Currency Cat says column tanks into wide tanks looks like it might be painful. Yeah, like, it is, but I don't count on sledges to kill other sledges. I count on other units to do that. Sledges are actually bad at killing themselves, I find. Which is a healthy mindset to have in 2023. Nice, so I do win. One of the marksmen killed an arc lane and the crawlers live. Ah, very important. Yeah, the crawlers being screened for by the sledges there was essential to winning. Woo! Higher level marksman is always nice. Especially against their fucking comp. Let's do it. Make sure to not miss any level ups on them now. Don't you dare. Probably get 2 more because, like, just killing those arc lights unless they get crowds nets me a fuckload of potential here. And I can buff this in the future by getting range upgrade on the marksman. Upgrades. Go for a mass recruitment. And probably another marksman in the center. Daniel K. James says, what is the meta right now? I have no idea. I have zero idea. I'm blessed and unstressed. I have never looked at a website for this game or anything like that. I have not watched a YouTuber. I have no idea what the meta might be. And in my matches, I always see different things being played. This isn't the kind of game so far for me where you just see the same shit being played all the time. That's what's one of the many, many, many great things about this game. Oh god, please don't let the sledges kill my marks. Good, very nice. Well timed on the crawlers and the marks there. Unfortunately, the sledges are a great answer, but so are my marksmen to their sledges. I just don't have enough frontline though, I think, to kill them now. Aussie Manu says, the most frequent comps I've seen are heavy on Mustangs or Fangs. People love Mustangs, yeah. Currency says, meta is that the game is brand new and people are still working things out. It may never be this fun again. Not true. There was a lot of people playing it in the pre-beta. This is its full release, yeah, but... I wouldn't say that's necessarily because it just launched. Eshuk says, this isn't the kind of thing that really allows for a meta. No one thing just wins, you have to constantly adapt. Exactly. And I love this game for that. This game is brilliant for that. In terms of training, don't even look at the other things. Level up marksman, let's go. Get a lot of level up marksman and go for like a Fang shooting line afterwards, probably. I think more balls here, balls. I've heard you have a lot of... I have enough marksmen that even if they buy wasps, I think I'm okay. But just like fucking balls. Daniel says, I've heard that air rush is very OP. A lot of things feel incredibly OP if... I was about to say if you're bad at the game, but that's mean. If you're new to the game, it happened to me a lot too. A lot of things just seem like too strong. Like when I first started playing, I was like, oh, I can't level up now. I was like, overlords, they're so broken. They're kind of not. Really, like everything has its place. And the more you get into the game, the more I think you start to get comfortable with the fact that this game is like not like that, you know? What unit feels the weakest to you? Wasps? I don't know, man. Like it's hard for me to say. Like wasps have their place. Everything has their place. Hackers are the most niche, but even they can be incredibly strong in the right circumstances. What's great about this game, you just pick what you need out of the toolbox. Everything has its place. So I wouldn't say, I would never call it weakest, I think, to that question. I want to give the wrong impression. I would rather say, like, what is the most niche unit? What is the least application? What's the least flexible unit, is another way to say it. Which side is gonna suck more? This side. Level up these balls, because they're probably gonna die. So you would say this game is perfectly balanced? I wouldn't say nothing's perfect, but so far in like 50 to 60 hours of playing, I have not run into problems like that. Wasps are No, you know, obviously the thing to go against me here because I'm heavy marks and I went into the balls and I was thinking about wasps, that's what we set it. But I think I have enough marksmen here that, like, I'm okay as long as my front line lives long enough. We'll see if my front line lives long enough, though. They're going to be annoying here and they might be the difference, but we'll see. Like, they're going to get tied up on my sledges and crawlers for a while. And I do think maybe my marksmen, because my balls are just going to frontline way harder. I think the marksmen just, like, wipe through them too quickly. Oh! But also, they tie up my marksmen for too long. And now I have no front line left, so I do lose off the wasps in a kind of roundabout way, I think. Chook says, when I first started, I thought rhinos were gods the way they perform for me. Now I realize that they certainly can be if your opponent lets them run out of control, but that's true pretty much every unit. Absolutely, yeah. I agree. And yeah, there are a lot of new players. There are a lot of new players in the new release, but when I was playing in the beta before, there were a lot of very old players that I was fighting. And they also weren't falling into, like, the same meta all the time. Air upgrade for arc lights? I don't have arc lights already, so I'm trying not to, like, buy into units that I don't already have for that reason. I think shooting squad on the marksman now actually does it. Exactly. Perfect round for someone asks if watch are the weakest units. Everything's got its place. What specialist am I? Supply. I think more marksmen and go your shooting squad here. They don't have enough anti... Well, they have sledges, but... As long as the balls kill them bitches, I can make it work is the point. Incendiary is super strong here and they're going to do it to me, so I should do it to them. Get rid of that level 3 marksman, please. Put it a bit forward. Don't put it here where it gets shielded. Put the incendiary more like here, where it's more likely to not get shielded. Now, let's go like this, 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 this. I want to get shooting squad. And 2 more marksmen, I think. And now we have, like, a whole backline of fangs. We have, like, 3 units of fangs coming in now as well. And hopefully they're far enough back that the arc lights and sledges are mostly killed in the main front line, and then they're just there to kill the wasps that are fucking with my marksmen is the idea. I'm not going to spend my extra 50, we're just going to play it how it lays. So as you can see, exactly, this is why you don't place a napalm where it's going to get shielded. You place it in front where it's going to be outside the shield. I get missiled here on a unit of sledges. But the nice thing about having a backline as well of balls to join your front line with their speed is they don't get missiled, so you always have some unit. Now the fangs are here to chew their way through the wasp pretty decently. A little blunder here for me is that the napalm does kill my own balls. I just bought last round, burning my balls here.
Balls?
But in general, it just works well enough by wiping out their front line, and I really was worried about them doing it to me. I used to, when I seen a scary thing like Incendiary, be like, I got a shield against that, they're gonna do it to me. Now I kind of just pick it and be like, well, if you do it to me, I'll do it to you, and we'll kind of cancel out a lot of the time. Yo, cheaper. I always like to go cheaper. Arakasi says, if the fangs work faster than the marksman, it'd be a perfect screen. I mean, I can give them mechanical rage, but I think just range will help them, actually. The fangs come out as the same level as the marksman, so even better synergy with our intelligent marksman upgrades. As kind of expected, the balls aren't really leveling here because they're dying too quick. Fang upgrades. Yeah, I could go like... They have no like super anti-crowd, so I could go like range and energy shields. I need to buy a fang to do that. Oh, middle marksman, thank you. Could go for like a level 4 marksman in the middle. Just let's do it. Just get as high as possible. I could also just get range on my marksman. It's probably maybe more value. I haven't bought any units though, is the thing. Don't get your free unlocks, yeah. I don't want them right now. Just buy a lot of 50 credit units, I think. I don't have a ton of frontline, maybe just more balls. Like, I have enough marksmen already, I feel like. I think just, like, a stronger ball frontline, and go damage sharing, maybe. No melting point. Oh, they had the incendiary but didn't use it yet. That is gonna fuck up a decent amount of my shit. Like, my right side's in a lot of trouble there. Damage sharing will get him through. They bought a hacker, which is interesting. Damage sharing can backfire. It can, yeah, if you get lasered or if they have really high level marksmen. Like, this marksman's getting more value out of it. a little bit more. But in general, it's really good against most of their formation, I think. That's my... Because my balls are dying too quick to really do any damage, so now they're not. Now they're living. Even against a level 3 marksman, they're living long enough, you see what I mean? Even with the Incendiary, we don't do too bad on the right, and we wipe on the left. And it's cheap! Rather than getting a lot of upgrades on one unit, I'm trying lately as well to get like one cheap upgrade on every unit. You know what I mean? It's like more value. Oh, you're gonna kill that hacker before the Wasp kill this door. Yeah, thank God. That could have been really embarrassing. No, I should come good here. We'll level up to the marksman. Very nice. And their health is so low on the Wasp that even paralyzed marksmen still kill him. Does hacking get damage shared? No. Did it? I don't think so. I wasn't paying attention. Did it? I don't think it did. Hackers seem good in this attrition fight. They definitely have their place. And I think no one's that good at using them yet that I've seen. I reckon Mustangs are eventually a good little addition here for if they go into crowds more, which why wouldn't they at this point? Like, they need to do something. Crowds are giants or overlords have to be coming. Mustangs aren't bad against any of that. Oh, mass produce wasp though! Spam the field with wasps, which is also pretty good against them. And diversifies my force, which is often better. Isn't weak to incendiary. Upgrade all this shit. And then just like spam a bunch of wasps, I think, this turn. Do I want to go elite wasp on them? Yeah. Go elite recruitment. So 150. Get another lot. Very sexy. Get one thing for upgrade? Not yet. I think some shields now. I'm gonna get EMP'd, yeah, so... Probably some shields now. We have a bunch of hospies. Or maybe instead of the shields, because it's only electro, maybe just go for like... It is only electro, but it will kill the marksman. Yeah, get shields, get shields, get shields. Do get shields. And then I haven't got a shield for the middle, so just put this here or somewhere to try and deal with shit. Wonderwolf says I always forget about elite recruitment. I usually... they did the same thing! I usually do too. Theirs have range though, so watch out for that. Take out a bunch of them helps though, but yeah, theirs have range. I'm glad I got my own. They did the exact same thing as me, but they got range on their wasp instead. Did they go into debt? Not yet. They just had more money. Mustang could also have been fine, but yeah, like wasps will handle this too. I don't know if they forgot their MP thing, but they certainly didn't use it. But yeah, until like yesterday, I also forgot to use elite recruitment, and then yesterday I kind of drilled it into myself, and now I'm using it more. Like, we specifically were like, we should do more elite recruitment, and we are. Oh, those wasps are nice here. As part of the combined force. Very nice. Ooh, very nice. The gimmick is just good play. Extra range on the wasp sounds good. Upgrade everything. Hold Up the Sky says, I like how this game has the Yu-Gi-Oh! Life points going down effect. I've never watched Yu-Gi-Oh! But I agree that is sick and based. I think the wasps just like did their job. I don't think I even need to like fill more into them much. I feel like heavy Mustangs from the enemy is inevitable here. Why the air agent versus plus 30% attack agent? Because it's way cheaper, and it gives plus 10 range to my wasps. Thank you for your upgrade buttons on. What? What do I want against the potential of Mustangs here? Storm Scholars? Or just like Phoenixes? Or just more wasps and just like overwhelm them with wasps? I don't know. Okay, I'm running out of time for something smart. Yeah, I know, Arcassi, it's cool. I'm running out of time to do something smart, so I'm not going to do something smart. I'm just going to do more wasps. If I go Elite Specialist, I can get 2 more of them, right? Yeah. And then go this in the center. I do feel like they're going to go really hard into Mustangs, but I'm just going to try to outrange them instead of doing anything fancy, you know what I mean? Now they remember the Storm. They get AA Specialist on their 3 arc clutch, I don't think it'll matter too much, and they just go more into Wasps. If I lose here, I think it's only because of getting EMP'd. We'll see how much the EMP does for them here. It kills a lot of my Wasps in the center, which is very scary. They have energy shields on their Wasps too, so it's a big just Wasp battle now. Wasp battle! I think my overall force is just better than theirs, though. So I think I just win. Because my balls are still going down here, you know what I mean? Those damage-sharing balls still going. So strong down there. GG. I like this round a lot. This was a clean round, I think. Rick says, honestly, I think a large part was that you elite recruited the Wasps. I agree. I agree. Elite recruiting the Wasps to start them off helps a lot. I think the other huge thing with Wasps is not... Yeah, hackers are not the play for them. Is that Wasps used as chaff can sometimes be okay in like for one round. But I think that chaff Wasps, which is the first thing I think we think of, right? Because you see marksmen are like, we'll do chaff Wasps. Just send them out in front to die, but type the marksman. Yeah, it can work. It kind of worked on me in that round that they first spawned them on. But I think the thing about chaff wasps is that they are too expensive usually for the 12 units of chaff you're getting. Like, there's just not enough of them and they're too expensive. I think the big thing with wasps, and I can't take credit for this, it's because Anarian, I think, was talking about this in my Discord, talking about how they had like level 6 wasps or something. EMP shield. I think it was, or was it Dubious? Anyway, it was someone in my Discord. And they kind of opened my eyes to the potential of getting range enhancement on Wasp, which I then unlocked. I think it was this morning or yesterday? I think it was this morning. The idea of having your Wasp have longer range is very useful because it keeps your Wasp behind your main front line. And that is so core. Even though it's only 5 more meters of range, it's not a case of trying to outrange the enemy. This is a case of you just have to be faster. You don't have to be faster than the bear chasing you just have to be faster than your friends. The idea here is that as long as the wasps always stay behind your front line of sledges, fangs, balls, whatever else, with the range, they will never get aggroed onto. Well, they might with Mustangs of air spec having more range in some cases. But the idea is they don't get aggroed onto by the things that clear wasps really quickly, like Mustangs. Or fangs. So... yeah, like, then your wasps get to live and actually do damage, which they are better at than being a pure chaff unit, you know? They're good for later on as well for being a chaff unit, if it comes down to, like, marksman just purely versus your swarm of wasps. But if I have this swarm of wasps, and they don't have the plus range, and they just fly in front of everything else, they die first to everything here, and I think they do very, very little. Whereas, because they stayed behind a tankier front line, I feel like that allowed them to... be protected while they just beat the shit out of the enemy wasps. Nando says, I feel like range enhancements is one of the strongest things you could unlock. I super agree. I've been coming around to this a lot the last few days. Especially, that's why I've been using this enhanced rage thing more. I've been trying to use these as well, the good effect, when I have a little bit of money left over, these one-time range and speed call-ins. But I absolutely agree, and I've started taking cards a lot more that give you more range. This is why in this case, I took Aerial Specialist, not even... with the idea of using it to unlock any air units, just purely for the range advantage. And you can see they instead took Senior Attack Specialist. The other thing about Senior Attack Specialist, it's more expensive. I don't go for the 300 cost Senior Attack Specialist, or however much it costs there. I go for the range enhancement instead, and I think it dealt me way better there. Because I lost. Wasn't this the EMP round, where I just lost a bunch of, like, wasps in the middle and shit to their EMP call-in? I still win. And I think a lot of that comes down to the fact that I outranged them, even though they have energy shields. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even though I have less wasps too. Like, my wasp still did great against their wasp, and that's only because the rest of my army is also good and was holding the line for them to tank. Combined arms, folks. It's always about combined arms. No one fights alone in this game. No one fights alone. Balls Unsung Heroes. The balls did amazing there. I think damage sharing was the pickup. I think damage sharing can get a bad rap. I know what I did with damage sharing, and I think some other people might do this too when you're new to the game, is you come in, you see damage sharing, you're like... you see damage sharing, and you're like, oh wow, that's such an OP upgrade. I'm gonna get it. Like, I'm gonna get it next round on purpose. And then you go too hard into always trying to get damage sharing, like in my YouTube video, Healthy Balls, like the opponent tried to do to me, and then you realize damage sharing as your only thing has very clear counters. You just laser it. And you're like, oh shit, actually, damage sharing isn't good, it's a trap, and it's niche. I think the thing about damage sharing is it should be in a combined force. I think where I used it there is the way to do it. Not doing like an entire ruffle stomp, noob stomping line of like 7 steel balls, all of damage sharing in like the wall, like across America. I think what you want to do is what I did there instead, where even if you don't have any other balls around, just the unit themselves, it just kind of multi-classes those balls into a giant unit. It just gives them a big health pool. And that's, because they're a frontline unit and they're very close range, that's very important because it allows them to survive long enough to actually do some damage. And when you let the balls do damage and let them live those extra bits of seconds, extra 10 seconds, 20 seconds to do damage in the fight, they do a shitload. They fuck up popular frontlines like sledges. They fuck up giants. They do really, really well. And so that's where I think they were really useful there, where my force was diverse enough that they're not just gonna go lasers, and it's not like my entire force is just 10 balls of damage sharing. But it's just like quietly the damage sharing balls are just living that bit longer there, where they're just doing a way better job. I feel like the damage sharing is really good for them in general. A lot of the matches I've played lately, where I just grab it as a thing because it's also cheap. Yeah, it's also cheap. It's $250, and I'm putting a lot of value lately. Like I keep saying, oh, what a cute picture on getting 1 cheap upgrade per unit in my army as much as I can is very valuable, rather than spending tons and tons on multiple upgrades. Though sometimes you do get 2, and occasionally 3.